People. Pardon my lateness, people. Pardon my lateness, people. Pardon my lateness. Pardon the brother lateness. Make sure everything groovy. Pardon my lateness, people. Pardon the lateness. Pardon the lateness. I apologize. I apologize. There's a lot of things going on right now with me, people, man. It's a whole fact. So we already know I'm about to get this joint a nice little. Let me get myself together, man. I'm rushing them all over the place, man. Get my shit situated. Okay. Get my shit situated. People, you understand? My eyes. My bad again, people. My bad again, man. Oh, man. My bad again, people. My bad again. Salute. Agent, salute. Rich King, salute. That's a fact. Salute, shit. Yeah, my bad, man. Let them come on up in the building. See what kind of love they got for me today. I will be going on again. People at 5. So please tune in. That's a fact. We'll be going on at 5. People. So please tune in. This could be a nice, short one as usual. You know what I mean? So we definitely got tune in. That's a fact. So come on up in the building. Come up in the building. Hey, my man. Hey, man, I gotta reach out to my guy. Just Ice, salute. Salute to Just Ice. I gotta salute to Just Ice. Salute. Word, come on up in the building. Come on up in the building. Come up in the building. Come out them bushes, people. Come out them bushes. Come up in the building and rock out with your boy. 050 bucks. Mr. Shoot Right Back. You dig? Yeah, y'all see the title. It's getting nasty. It's definitely getting nasty, people. Y'all see the title. Liddy, salute. Salute, my God. Keep working, man. You know what I mean? I salute you. Keep working. Keep doing what you're doing. I definitely be tuning in. Yeah, people, this gonna be like another hour one. You dig? Y'all see the title, man. We gonna get to it. You know what I mean? I know I'm trying to break into this 2 o'clock joint, people. Just trying to break into this 2 o'clock algorithm. You understand? That's a fact, man. That's a fact. It's not a problem, man. It's not a problem, man. You know what I mean? I give bars and bars do. I don't say flowers die. Your bars gonna be there. You understand? So I'll give another, we'll give it to about 2:20 people. Let these people come in the building, man. Let these people come up in the building. Give them about 2:20. You know? I guess for the people who is here, man, I appreciate y'all for being here. You know what I mean? We gotta work harder. We gotta work harder, people. You know what I mean? We gotta work harder. I might have lost a little traction, but I see, you know, I gotta do this 3 times a day. You know what I mean? And ain't nothing wrong with it. I think I got dope supporters. I think we could get that off. I think we could get that off. Hit that like button. Share, subscribe to live. You know what I mean? Tune in with your boy 050 Bucks. You know, please tune in. It's a whole fact. Tune in. It's a lot going on. A lot going on. But we're going to talk about what matters, though. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about what matters over here. It's UNT Network, people, where we make that network. You did? It's a whole fact. But yeah, it's nasty work. Nasty, man. I'm gonna need a lot of the chat participation in this one because I want to know what y'all think and what y'all feel on what's going on, man. What are we doing as parents that we could do better? Because we definitely failing as parents. That's a whole fact. We definitely failing as parents. So I want to know what is it? You know what I'm saying? What is it that we could do? People, you know what I'm saying? Where we ain't got to worry about stuff like this happening. This is sad right here. What just happened right here? It's sad. It's sad. Empress Cat, salute, Empress Cat. Appreciate you for pulling up. Definitely appreciate that. This is, you see the topic. We're gonna get right into it. Damn, I always do that. I got the information on the joint, but we're gonna get right into it though. Situation that took place in Sacramento where and I'm just freestyling now, people. But the situation took place in Sacramento, California. And a 10-year-old boy, I want to say either kind of like lost a race, bike got taken, some other magnitude. He went, found his father's pistol, and came back and either shot the other little kid or killed the other little kid. So, some chat participation, correct a brother, when I'm wrong. But the moral of the story is the little kid, which is 10 years old, he either shot or murdered another 10-year-old. He's not being arrested for it. The father is. Tell me what's going on, people. Talk to me. Talk to me nice. You don't talk to me at all. Talk to me, people. I got the 6 eyes on, so I'm seeing everything moving. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild, Rich King. It's crazy. He murdered him over a bike race. 10 years old, people. This is a 10-year-old. This is a 10-year-old who already have installed in him to be a sore loser. To be a sore loser. This is a 10-year-old. Cola James Salute says, this is a 10-year-old, people, who at the end of the day already have installed in him how to be a sore loser. 10 years old. So he already know and understand that, yo, you know what? If I ain't gonna beat him, I'ma erase him. You know what I'm saying? If I can't beat him, I'ma erase him. Like, how did he have in his mind, if he don't win this race, I'm gonna go get my pop's pistol and I'm gonna come back and kill this other 10-year-old. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then they charge the pops. Okay, Rich King, I see you on your joint, Rich King. I got to start paying you for some of this content, my guy. All right, I see you. He said, yeah, they charged his pops. The gun was stolen. The boy, I guess, got the gun out of his pop's car. Sad. Because now look what no, not saying that the pop should have a stolen gun and all that, but you know, it is what it is. But now look what his pop's got to face. But we ain't going to get on the pops right now. You know what I'm saying? We got to stick on to the kid in the mind frame as a kid. We're going to talk about as a kid, 10 years old. And we ain't going to play dumb people. We know 10 is like the new 15 and the new 13. I say it all day. Especially when you live in New York. New York, to me, how can I say it? To me, the age differential from being from New York and any other state, to me, I think, it's maybe like a 10-year delay. So accessible. That's a fact, Cola James. I totally agree. I totally agree. He shouldn't have had it accessible. That's a whole fact. That gun should not have been that easy for that child to have. That's a fact. But when I start looking at the fact of that this child had in mind to even, say, yo, listen, let me go get this gun. You know what I mean? I just lost a race. At the end of the day, I'm going to earth this other kid. You know what I'm saying? And I know my dad got the gun. I'm going to go get that. Like, is it safe to say, like, these, the new 10-year-olds, you know what I'm saying, is more or less like, the 10 years old to me, the 10 years old to me, you understand what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, a 13 or 14, I'm gonna reach and say 14. Because nowadays, these, you know what I'm saying, the 14-year-olds are moving like they 20. These 10 and 11-year-olds are moving like they 14 and 15. So you add on, extra 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying, due to the fact of where they growing up at. You know what I mean? And when you look at that, it, I guess from the outside, because you only can really see from the outside. When you're looking in from somewhere else and you looking in and you kind of, put that together, some of these kids be way more advanced. If you take them out of New York and you put them in an environment like a North Carolina or, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that not saying demographically it's going to change. You understand me? But when you look at it as a person, personal, and you say, man, when these kids, they come from the city, and that's even within the city, and they hang with a child who is, let's say, use the word, come from, a country environment, and let's just say this one better. You bring a 10-year-old, a normal 10-year-old from the country to the city, they're drowned. You take a 10-year-old from the city and you take them to the country, they're gonna thrive. They should anyway. You dig what I mean? So, you know, outside the box thinking, it's like, all right, okay, so we know the advanced level with kids in the city, we know it's gonna be at an all-time high. Because now you're seeing murderers, I'm let's say murderous people, you know what I mean? You see they're getting younger and younger. So for a 10-year-old to have the mindset of being a sore loser, yo, listen, I ain't losing at nothing. Like this nigga, he went from, well, he skipped the levels of I'm gonna beat you up. He skipped the levels of I'm gonna get somebody else, and he skipped the levels of all that and went straight to I'm gonna murder you. Now, for him to know and understand, get the gun, throw one in the head, and shoot to kill, it's a problem. It's a problem. Now, when you think outside the box and you say, all right, okay, cool, moving forward, I asked the question, how will this affect the kid moving forward? How would it, you know what I mean? Like, this child get 18, 19, he may take on the avenue of, I caught a body when I was young. I ain't go to jail. So it's like, hold on. Will this affect the kid in that manner? Exactly, sis. That's a fact, Cola James. Like that's why I'm hitting that, and I don't want to put all sole blame on the pops. That's why I'm I'm in the mood now where I'm like, all right, well, we ain't gonna just do pops. We ain't gonna do pops. We gonna hit on Lil Man right now. Well, pops he play a role. We can't ignore. So we gonna do. We ain't gonna do him, but we ain't gonna ignore it either. Because for that kid to know and understand, let me go get this gun. Let me put one in the head and let me kill this child. And with no confusion, this took place in Sacramento, people. This ain't take place right here. This took place in Sacramento. This took place in so man, I may have to rebuttal what I said. Because it's not only happening in the city. Wow. This might not only be happening in the city, people. I mean, clearly. I mean, we know it's Chicago. Sacramento, Sacramento ain't no pushover either. That's disturbing. That's disturbing. That's that, and you say, give a kid 16, 17. Will this incident make him an animal? Let's start about within himself. Him thinking mentally he a beast. will he take on that trait of he's a beast? Because he may not have to take on that trait, people, that he a beast. His friends could turn him into a beast. Like when they, his friends start fearing him, friends start labeling him, as a, killer. Will his friends give him extra respect? Or will his friends start fearing him? So that's the part when you say when you're dealing with these kids, I think I'm gonna say it, parents need to just be accountable. Because no matter how much you want to promote, oh well, what happens in the home, and I agree with that. You can't control what they do outside. I agree with that. But what I don't agree with is, as a parent, you allowing your child you allowing your child to intake bad habits that got you in the situation you in right now. I wouldn't really say that, Asia, that um that his dad failed him. I probably wouldn't go that far, because who knows? He made it. The dad may have been or mom may have been doing the best they can do. He just made a bad decision. You know what I mean? He made a bad decision. You understand what I'm saying? And now we speaking on the parent aspect of it as being being a father, and I think unless we hear more of as far as the parenting, I wouldn't put that on him. But what I can say is he made a bad decision, and that bad decision was allowing his son to adapt bad habits. I say that because that right there, that was a bad habit. Because I'm going to speculate that he probably flossed to his son that gun. I'm going to speculate that he even made it show his son how to use a gun. So that's just speculation, you know what I mean? So now he's being charged. He's being charged, people. He is being charged. He's being charged. So now the question Should the parent be charged? We just broke down, as a kid, we look at them 10 years old. We like, yeah, that 10, that's like, So is it safe to say that? No. Is it safe to question? Should the parents be charged for what the child have done? Because I know there's another case that's similar. I do remember another case that was similar where the dude went into the school and they got his parents locked up for it. I do remember that. Yeah, the parents got locked up for it. So, is it safe to? I keep saying that. So we question: should the parent be charged? Let's ask that. Should the parent be charged? Should the parent be charged? Rich, can you say no? Yeah, why not? Why not, Rich? Why you say no? I think that's like it's tough because I could agree to disagree. Two, 260 salute. You see, I was trying to say that beginning, man, but we ain't gonna mess it up. We gonna keep it as 260. Salute, man. Appreciate the pull up. This happened in Sacramento. 260. This happened in Sacramento. I think maybe a day or two ago. A kid went and got his father's gun and went. Well, it was two 10-year-olds, and they were, I guess, racing. And the other 10-year-old, I guess, got mad because he lost the race and went got his father's gun and killed the other 10-year-old. And they didn't charge him for it. They locked the father up. That's a good question. I'm gonna go on the hook and say black. 260. I'm gonna say black. Yeah, I'm gonna go on the ledge and say black. I'm gonna go on the ledge and say black. That's a fact. That's a good question too, because I didn't even really dig into race. You start reading and only thing I do is just the name. The name will kind of like, yeah, what I'm saying? It kind of, determine, what race that they are. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, yeah, sad, nasty work. So, we just breaking down, the fact of, do we question the fact, should the pops be charged for it? Right. We agree. We agree to that, 260. You know what I mean? We agree that, somewhere down the line, pops made a bad decision, and, for Shorty at 10, to get the gun, put one in the chamber, and to come back. Hold on. Let's start from the beginning, from the son being taught how to be a sore loser. And it don't necessarily mean he was taught, people. Let me not use that word. But for him to have in his DNA how to be a sore loser and lose, and then go get the gun, put one in the chamber, and then fire on the other 10-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the part that's like, oh, how is it you at 10 years old and you know and understand, I'm going to go in this car. We don't know that 260. I didn't really get, but actually they didn't even talk about was the car locked or unlocked. All it, pretty much, that I took. I was proofreading. So the only thing that I really took was the fact of Shorty went, got his pop's gun, came back, and shot the kid. I don't even know how many times he shot the kid. You know what I mean? That's why, like I said, for me, it's speculation. You know what I mean? I proofread it. It did take place. But for all the ins and outs, it was quick. I just picked it up. I said, let me get it and go get this to the people, and, talk about some that, that really, need to be talked about. Yeah, even that, 260, that he even know, like I said, he jumped, it was the levels. He jumped all levels. Let me fight this dude. Let me sneak him. Let me get him jumped. He went straight to the last option that a grown person should be using, and he used it at 10. I wouldn't 260. I wouldn't put that on. I wouldn't put it on music, man. I wouldn't put it on music. No, that's just me. I just wouldn't put it on music. And I only say that because I wouldn't put it on music. You know what I mean? So, but it's to each his own, though. Now would I agree to music maybe playing a part? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Hold on for a minute, people. So that's all I'm saying, though, people. Pardon the interruption. You know what I mean? My little one. Pagan. But yeah, I agree to that. It definitely messes up the frequency. But I think that's just a small portion, though. You know what I mean? That's why I wouldn't give that all the attention. You know what I'm saying? 260. I wouldn't give that all the attention. Now again, like how you hit on, it may change the frequency. I agree. It definitely could change the frequency. I definitely agree to that. But again, I think we are now in a time of days where we have up the ante with these kids being advanced, I'm going to say. Yeah. Well, see, but with Public Enemy, when we was kids growing up, we didn't take to it. So we really can't use that as an example because as a kid, we growing up, we wasn't banging the Public Enemy. We would not like that music. So if we would have embraced that music, maybe we would have wowed out when we was like, for me, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm 47. So if I was 10, because that's what we talking about, a 10-year-old. So if I was 10 and a lot of my peers were 10 and 11 and we embraced Public Enemy, as in, oh yeah, we would have might have turned up too. But I don't think a lot of the kids embrace the music that was on its way out, like how the old people are embracing the kids with new music on its way in. You know, it's a big difference. These kids nowadays, they are adapting to their time of the music. You can't put a raw bass on nowadays with these kids. They not jacking raw bass. Right, these kids ain't doing that. These kids don't care about none of that. So we do know and understand that it's a big difference. We know that. You know, so we got to adapt to that. Yeah, they're not looking there. They're not listening to Brand Nubian and all that. That's, to them, that'd be corny music. So we can't say the music, you know what I mean? That's why I said I give it a portion because of the frequency. Because you could break record with a Brand Nubian song now or old school joint, and I think it'd be dope. But it depends on the crowd. Because you throw a person from 10 to 16, 17, they're not jacking Brand Nubian. They not jacking Brand Nubian. But let's take a spin on 260. Look at the difference of how the older people are more acceptive of a younger generation music. Again, look at the older generation adapting to the younger generation music, fashion, slang. You see that? Again, look how the older generation is adapting to the younger generation music, style, slang. I mean, there's some good music out there. I wouldn't call all of it trash. And we had we had a big, we had a big chance. We had a big chance. 260. We definitely had options, and just one of them options, it wasn't sitting there. You know, when we was coming up, I guess I would say listening to like the Curtis Blows and all that. You know what I mean? We listened to what was going on right then. If raw bass was going on right then, that's what we was listening to. You know, we grew up off of, you know, I know I did. You know, raw bass, KRS-One. You know what I mean? A lot of these kids ain't listening to no KRS-One right now. They don't understand the battle wars that took place between Bronx, Queensbridge, and like, they wouldn't understand that. I wouldn't even know, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, 260. I don't even know who doing what, because you know everything is underground now. You know what I mean? So they don't give you a chance to, you know, grow with a person. You know, they come up, boom, say a hit, and then that's it. You ain't gonna hear no more from that person. After that hit, they done. Like for me, the last, you know, one that I like that jumped in the mainstream was Fabio Foreign. And I didn't hear too much Fabio, A Boogie, I don't hear too much from them. The yeah, what's his name? The one who did the Smurder dance who just came home. I don't hear from them. They quiet. And yo, to be honest, I don't even hear too much no more the drill music. I don't really what a Boogie don't do drill music. I mean, he may hit on it a little here and there, but he don't do drill. Now you want to talk about mainstream? You had a couple of albums that just came out that just wasn't too like Meek Mill, Rick Ross album ain't do too good in numbers. Um, Nicki Minaj album ain't do too good in numbers. Um, somebody else came out with something. Somebody else came out with an album, but it didn't do too good in numbers. So, you know, yeah, I like. I heard that. Hey, it's alright. You know, it got to grow on me. I'm not a Fab fan, but it got to grow on me. It's alright. It's alright. He got something new coming out. Oh, Jim Jones and Mano had a project out. So it's it's like we can't blame it on drill. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody not really jacking drill music, but one certain sector. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that might be the only thing that I say about that is the sector. You know what I mean? Now that sector, yeah, at the end of the day, you know what I mean, is not good. You know what I mean? That's so if it ain't coming from Chicago, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mainstream. You know what I mean? I mean, ain't nobody you ask the question, I'm like, there's nobody really dropping nothing. And then neither to say drill music, you know what I'm saying? It ain't too much drill music going down. You know what I mean? When we talk albums, what artists that had drill that came out that well, I ain't gonna say that I wouldn't know, but who? I guess that is a question I'll ask you now, 260. What drill rapper got new music out right now that's mainstream? That everybody's tuned into, that everybody's listening to. What album? He threw a shot at his stepdaughter in that song. Who? Fab threw a shot at his stepdaughter. Ace. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, Nas dropped a project. Nas got something out there. Yeah, Nas got something out there. He threw a shot at his stepdaughter in that song. Yeah, Fab. But yeah. Well, old school rap. What old school rap you into at the end of the song? Oh, so what happened? I thought him and his wife was good. Hey, I thought him and his wife was good. He said he was taking care of her and her mom since she was 6. Oh, so him and his wife ain't on good terms no more? Oh, see, I ain't know that. I thought they was on good terms. I think the last I heard, um, uh, what she took over being his stylist. I think that's the last I heard. Yeah, she took over being his stylist. I think that's what happened. So last I heard. Like I said, I don't really dig into the and you know, but I guess I would say like they the personal life and all that. Oh, his stepdaughter got a kid by G Herbo? Or is that G Herbo or that's somebody else? I ain't even know that. I ain't even know his stepdaughter had no even had no kids by any means by G Herbo. Fab had him and his little daughter saying he's not there for the little daughter. Who, G Herbo? Fab was saying that G Herbo is not there for the kids. Oh, he got 2 kids by Fab's stepdaughter. How old is Fab's stepdaughter? Let's hold on. How old is Fab's stepdaughter? How old is the stepdaughter? She got 2 kids. How old is it to G Herbo? How old? 22-ish? Oh, all right. 22-ish. All right. All right. I dig it. I dig it. But the moral of it all is that at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It don't warrant, you know what I'm saying, a kid at 10 years old, you know what I mean, to already have sore loser tendencies and to know and understand if things don't go his way, he just straight jumped to murder. Murder, kill, kill, murder, kill. You know what I mean? It wasn't, no, we gonna fight. I'm gonna get my friends to come back to jump you. None of that. Shorty just jumped straight to murder, kill, kill, murder, kill, kill. Like that part right there is disturbing. That's the disturbing part. You know what I'm saying, people? And at the end of the day, for the closeout, it's more, going on in the world, man. I think that, that we as content creators, we got to start putting a little light on it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's a lot going on. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on. And if, we get an avenue as such as to come on social media and pretty much spread the news. You understand what I'm saying? That should be done. You know what I mean? Because it's things like this that for someone is a tragedy, but then you got people like us that's on the outside that it could be a lesson. You know what I mean? And for me personally, a lesson, that I can learn, from this. I mean, it's not good to expose your kids to certain things, and I wouldn't even put an age on it. It's just not, as a parent, you know what I mean? It's just not good for you to expose your kids to certain things, man, because it can come back to bite you in the butt. You know what I mean? And the fact of the matter is he don't have a chance. You know what I'm saying? He don't have a chance. You know what I'm saying? He definitely don't even have a chance. You dig? So at the end of the day, pretty much, you know, it should be somebody from the outside, you know what I'm saying, looking in, just like spreading the news, you know what I mean? Just, pretty much spreading the news, man. And at the end of the day, that will be the lesson, you know what I mean? Or, the mental nourishment that I could provide, you know what I mean? Being someone that's outside looking in and understanding, you know what I'm saying, that, you don't jump straight into bashing a parent. You ain't got to bash the parent. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you also, you know what I mean, can learn a lesson, you know what I mean, take accountability, you know what I mean, pretty much, know the do's and the don'ts, you know what I mean, understand like, yo, you know what, and it's an honest mistake, to be honest with you. It's an honest mistake. You know what I mean? I can imagine, you know what I mean, you got your son, you know what I mean, you're a man of honor. We just gonna put that out there, and you're raising a young man, and you letting them know the things that in our eyes, the way things going today, that he should know. You know what I mean? You look on the other side of the fence, they do it all day with their kids. They do it all day. You know what I mean? So it comes to, okay, well, you know what? As a parent, you know, from certain visions of, you know what I mean? You will want to teach your son, like, hey, yo, this is how you protect yourself. This is how you, whoop-de-woo, whoop-de-woo. You understand what I'm saying? So now when you look at it and you saying, damn, you know, it was a situation that went bad. You know, was it bad parenting? You know what I mean? Who are we to say? We don't know how he was raising his kid. You know what I'm saying? But we do know for sure that, you know, that lane he was in as a father, and you got a son coming up, you know, you're not gonna be like, oh, yo, you know, pretty much kind of being, you know, hiding and, you know, not really, you know, putting him onto what's what. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you did what I mean. So, you know, it's a bad situation, man. That, you know, was one of those. And I'm sure it's a lot of parents that maybe fathers that, you know, that's in tune and that's, you know, pretty much trying to enlighten a little king, and, you know, and it may be steps that they may feel comfortable with taking with their child, you know. So, you know what I mean? On that note, man, yo, 260, appreciate you for pulling up, my guy. Appreciate the participation. I'm going back on at 5 o'clock with some more dope content. You know, all I can do, man, I hope you hit the like button, share, subscribe, go tell a friend, tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a viral moment, man. Come holler at your boy, 050 bucks. Let's just shoot right back. Y'all already know, man. If I don't do it in the beginning, I don't mind ending it, man. Salute to my boy China Brim. 050 be the movement. Salute to my boy Harlem Ledge. Go rock out. Harlem Legend TV. Too Real for Battle Rap. And I can't forget my boy Platinum Shine the Machine, man, from Mine of Yards. Y'all already know. Without those guys, it will be no 050 bucks. So on that note, fellas and ladies, I appreciate the pull up. Thanks for the participation. But it's your boy 050 bucks. Mr. Shoot right back. Wow.